Welcome back everyone to another exciting episode of Disciples Liberations, and in the last video we sort of helped out Bagthal with his sort of quest, got the vine clearing ability, which is really good. We built the marketplace, which at the moment in time, sort of from a mercenary point of view, attempted to just have these in my lineup just to be on the safe side, so I'm going to recruit them. I was thinking about that in between episodes. I don't need a soldier at this stage. I think we're good on that front. Equipment wise, what are we looking at? We're looking at some decent stuff here. Let's so that's intelligence and an unholy resistance. A little bit of extra HP. Ooh. Buy that. That's not going to be any better. Strength and primal. So strength is up. Initiative is up. Strength and dex. Dex is down. Dex is down. Okay. And resource wise, need tier 3 for that. Okay. Before we do that, let's go in and what's it here? It's good. Right, let's come into here. Motion shards. Push that up to 6. That's good. And that's got grants 50% damage against all units of different races. Abilities that deal damage have 50% chance to add poison. Okay. They're both equipped. Don't really want to take that off them. Can't do that. So we need to go back into our... Can't do that. So we'll pump it up. Can't do that. Two seconds. Trying to get a birthday cake for my missus and everyone's just busy. It's annoying. Actually, leather boots too. Okay, right, that's done. We need to go into units now. It's not what I meant to push, but this lady is another healer. See, so I've got healer, so I might put Infernal Golem in and frontline him. Wow, I'm up to 75. I can actually do that. Okay. For that, I will do that then. You... You've just got primal damage. Because you do primal damage. Anything better now? chuck that on him. Screw it. Physical damage. Let's just do that. Let's just do that to her. And you got divine damage there. Okay. Jesus, literally trying to record and people are just messaging me all over the show. Right, let's speak to Orion. We're 6 minutes in and we haven't done anything really. 50 leadership to Aviana. Tier 2 spells, Tier 2 constructions. Okay. Research Tier 2 spells. I haven't got any to learn. Let's go and speak to our companions here. Let's speak to Coruscandra first. Bagthal is incredible. Hearing him tell tales of his life before the war, he is a man who has been through the flame and survived. Wait, you got Bagthal to talk? In his way, yes. He's living proof that we can all overcome, that trials of Nevendaar are not in vain. You two should be together. Because again, one ring to rule them all. The connection between you is no secret. Pursue the man. Oh, wasn't sure how you'd feel about it. On the brink of the greatest war in history of Nevendaar, you have a chance of somehow to show someone love. Take it. Okay. Let's speak to him. It's good to see you making Neil your home. We're stronger for having you with us. Bagthal grunts in agreement. But you and I are the same in a way. We'd go mad without something to do. You plan to chain me. No, I plan to promote you. Bagthal of nothing. Yillian needs a general to guard her. I want that general to be you. Do I have a choice? Of course you do. He thinks, breathing noisily through his nose, as the forcing air of his brain might help the decision. I accept. I am your general. I will honour this promotion of Yillian. Ever heard of Greyleaf? To ally with the second Woken, we're going to Greyleaf. Where dead warriors rise to fight again, battle awaits. Have you ever been to the Whitelands? It's a long shot, but I want to trek to the Whitelands to ally with elves. Where the ash is cold and falls from clouds. I've heard tales of it. It sounds worse than hell. How are you? I'm curious how you're doing. I've been through a lot. The host is dead by my hands. But also sort of came back as well. So, but the demons still live and they still chain those who can be chained. Okay, I'll be going then. See a round of nothing. Come back in again. I think of you and Orion will get along famously. That is the little one with the small blade. You are nothing but observant. I'm curious what you think of Cassandra. You two spend a lot of time together. The priestess she tends to my wounds, and my soul is a word with no meaning to me. But to her it means many, many things. Show her your feelings. It's obvious you care for her. I think it's great. Do something to let her know. A gift? Yes, a gift. Excellent. Good God, Bagthal did the strangest thing. He left a dead animal at my door with a note. His handwriting's not the best, but I think it was a love letter. A dead animal? It's not exactly how I had in mind, but it works. What? And again. You have procured enough iron to arm 10 legions. Our forges are well fed. Good God. Keep talking. Coruscandra listens. She hears the words between words. Most priestesses do. That's probably why she understands you so well. You finished talking yet? He has. Right, Orion. Did you know that Yillian has a library? I've been practicing reading and learning about the epochs of Nevendaar. Who knew I'd become a scholar? Let's look at the map. We are going to head for... So that's normal. That's hard. Should have saved. I've done Greyleaf. Let's just go hard Whitelands. Just crank it up a notch. You've heard the tales of winds that could freeze and shatter a mortal one in gust. Avalanches that tumble from the clouds for weeks without end. How pleasantly unexpected for you when you arrive here. The rolling expanse of sprawling meadow.
Hey Ori, you sure this is the Whitelands? I feel like we made a wrong turn somewhere.
This is the Fields of Nod. That is the Whitelands.
Orion points dramatically upwards to the rock face encased with ice and turrets of snow, leading higher than you can see.
The Iron's ash falls from the clouds.
What is this place?
I know these mountains were home to the Dwarven King Sturmir Thunderhammer, but that's not exactly helpful to us at the moment.
The dwarves called that mountain Geholterat. Galleon's forces stormed it and felled the few dwarves that survived Mortis's attacks. Then here they remained, living in the strongholds of the dead.
That's a bit dark.
I'll say.
Where are the elves?
Considering this is one of the only known elven strongholds, I just assumed there'd be more, you know, elves.
Just because we can't see them, it doesn't mean they're not close by and watching us.
Then they are cowards.
Do we know who their leader is?
Have you heard who leads the people here?
Only rumors. There's an old story about a princess, a baby that the people worship. But I don't even know how elves work. I mean, aren't they born fully formed?
Better start climbing.
There'll be no alliance so long as the elves are up there and we're down here. Let's climb.
Aviana's class. You're about to choose a new class for Aviana. Ooh. Class determines the skills that you can invest in across the various skill trees, but also what type of weapons you can yield while fighting. Choose a class that aligns best with your playstyle. Note, it's always possible to change classes and reassign skill points in Yilin, so feel no pressure to commit to a single playstyle. You're free to experiment with any class you want during your adventure. Ooh, okay, here we go. We've got to find the leader of the White Elves, but... So the Warlord gives us strike an enemy with precision and force, dealing physical damage. Piercing strike ignores 50% of physical addition, inflicts curse. And then purifies the area around Aviana, dealing divine damage to all enemies, inflicts taunt on all enemies, and grants inspired. And the passive is physical protection and physical might. X-Blade. Strikes with a poison coating blade, dealing physical damage, inflicts poison. So they do 15% less. What does curse do? Healing received is reduced. Okay. Burning Verdict. Burns the target with divine truth, dealing divine damage, inflicts paralyzed and burning. You can get burning and poison. It grants improved critical and evasion. And I'm not... I should really look at them. Polar Ray. Blast a beam of ice randomly bouncing between enemies afterwards, dealing primal damage, inflict chilled. Chilled is -1 movement and initiative. Radiance. Emits pure divine energy around Aviana, dealing divine damage to enemies and healing allies. Puts regain on allies within 2 that. Witch. Burdens the target with dark searing magic, dealing unholy damage and inflicts bleeding and afraid. Afraid is -2 to a morale. Heaven's Light. Rains down divine light on enemies in the targeted area, dealing divine damage, inflict weakened. And Heart and allies granting divine might and unholy might. I'm gonna go Hexblade. I've been looking at that. So now let's 19 points. Okay, it's literally reset our skills here. So Gonna do that. Put some poison. Quite like that. Just as cooldown of her ability. Let's put this on. Yeah, like that. 15% so far critical chance. I've taken 5 points to grab that. It's a bit, for me, a bit steep. We're going to be fighting elves, I think. So let's go humans here. Yeah, that is 6 points of investment for that. When she gets critical hit, she does dodge 100% of the time. But I think there's better things to go here. And we're going to do that as well, just so we got the spells tiers. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Let's look at the map. Fields of naught. And we need to come up here. Okay. Push on. Seemingly from the sun, that arrow lands squarely between your feet. Then a small troop of ancient elves stand from the tall grass.
The fields of naught are the territory of my pack. One more step is a step into your grave.
Nice of you to give us a warning shot, at least.
I paid to
We
pass.
don't intend to stay. We need to get through and scale the mountain. We'll pay for safe passage.
You see us as beggars? We want your bodies buried under the saplings of our blood trees.
Okay, well that didn't start out so well, did it? So we've got a blackguard, Sigrium of the Rye dynasty, elf warrior, and a scout. But we've got lots. So these things are now changed. The Venom Blade and... Okay, so she's not got a weakening thing, which is fine. It's gonna...
Like an arrow.
Wow, that's a lot of movement.
Going. Galleon watches.
By the seasons of my body.
Okay. Alright, so let's bring you up here. Get that flank.
Earned blood.
Can't heal him. Push up. Here. And
I will lick
let's heal. Do that. Attack both. Oh, I should have gone in the middle. Should have gone in the middle. Come around the back.
Red and blue.
Alright, you should be hopefully dead.
This suffering must end.
Let's just do this.
Push them back.
You're mine.
Wow, that's pretty decent. Quite like that ability. Not gonna do that. We shall bring you up here. Impale here.
You're done. Regret later, act now.
You can impale. It's paralyzed. Quick shot is fine.
Of nothing, I go. May your blood be thick.
You're dead. Let's take you on. And weakened.
Walk in his light.
I don't think I can reach that, no.
High Father, guide me.
So pointless. It's ridiculous.
Move out. Moving.
Let's keep moving up. Both melee abilities.
I will lick your wounds.
You've got the weakened on as well, which is nice. Wow. Yeah, you got like no hope, mate. Okay, wasn't. We're up to level 16, which is good. Slightly more.
Everyone all right?
I stepped on an arrow, which really hurts. But other than that, yes, we're fine. You?
We need a way to get them to listen.
Elves clearly don't like outsiders. We need to find a way to convince them we mean no harm. In the meantime, don't let your guard down.
Exactly. Let's get some wood though. Start pillaging their And we'll come down here. Poisonous vines. You can get rid of, right? Expansive sweaty flowers bathe the base of the mountain in a strange honeyed smell. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the world grows blurry. Then your limbs grow tired and heavy. Every step seems more impossible than the last. Bagthat inhales the summer scent deeply, sneezes, and falls to the ground with a loud thud. Then Coruscandra. Then Orion looks at you, drowsily worried.
Abby, I...
It's the flowers.
Don't inhale. Something about them makes you want to fall.
The words echo in your head as some sort of lullaby might. The chime heavily is deafening. The world grows dark, your body weightless. Good night, you say to yourself and the world. Escape your cage. Your bleary eyes adjust to the dark around you, but they hardly need to. You know a jail cell when you see one.
It was the flowers in the fields of Nod. The reason you fell asleep. But then I guess you've already figured that out.
Your eyes adjust to see the slender form of an elven assassin.
The fields of Nod don't work on elves, but then I guess you've figured that out too.
I'm Aviana of Ilion.
Ah, sorry. It's been a while since I had a cellmate. I'm Cowan, former chief assassin for the Elven Alliance. Now, chief prisoner.
Where am I?
The stone is warm, but the air is cold. I assume we're a long way from the fields of Nod.
No, but the winter winds of the mountains cut through here like a knife. This is an old dwarven outpost carved out by hill giants and yetis in the 6th epoch. Now my people use it as a prison. Outside is the path up the mountain Gahaldarat. Not that it matters.
Where are my friends?
I was with Orion and some others.
Short, smells like ale, snores like a Dracolich.
That's definitely Ori.
They brought you all in together, but are keeping you separate. Your friends are safe, for now.
How long was I asleep?
I feel like I've been out for a year.
I feel I haven't seen the light of the sun or moons in an epoch. But it's safe to say you've been here a long time, yes?
Why are you here?
We've been imprisoned for trespassing. What's your story?
High treason. Which sounds dramatic. And it is.
Well, my whole journey started because I almost killed the head of a church, and now I'm a famous criminal across the Empire.
We need to get out of here.
There must be a way out.
Why would you want to leave?
I want to liberate Nevendaar. I'm here to ally with the elves. I want my freedom. I need to save my friends.
It's my fault my friends are even in this place. If anything were to happen to them...
If they were your friends, then they chose to be at your side, no matter the cost. Even if the cost is a lifetime stuck in an elven prison. Still, you look stubborn and I'm feeling generous. Let me help.
Talking jogs his memory. There was a time he planned to escape. Such plans were long forgotten until now.
Morok key. No dwarven door can remain close to it, even a cell door. I once planned to use it, but there's the small matter of the army of guards.
It reveals a makeshift key, a carefully carved rock emanating from an otherworldly green glow.
You'd give it to me?
Either you die, in which case the Morok was of no worth anyway, or you live, in which case it served its purpose.
Where do I go once I leave?
When I get out of here, I'm going to need to stay away from the fields of Nod.
Then head north. Though scaling the ranges to Strong Peak is no less treacherous. It's where the leader of the Whitelands resides.
What can you tell me about the elves?
You know a lot about the elves. You mind if I ask some questions?
As it should happen, I have nothing but time.
What is the history of your people?
I was hoping we could talk about the history of the Elven clans.
We're the oldest race in Nevendaar. How much time do you have? But seriously, our people were formed by the god Galleon in the epoch of Nevendaar, the epoch of Inception. We ruled for thousands of generations. Dynasties rose and fell, but always the elves remained. Until the schism. When Galleon died, my people split in two. The noble elves retreated into the world of men. Pathetic. All of them. Others, like myself, remained true elves. They call us feral. It's a slur I wear with pride.
Who leads the elves?
The Whitelands must have a leader.
My people bend their knee to the twin elders, Lario and Monwian. But the Whitelands are governed by a woman named Ormariel.
Ormariel. Got it.
Why are the elves in the Whitelands?
This is Dwarven territory. I wasn't expecting this to be an elven stronghold.
Which is precisely why it is. My people fight for the land stolen by the Empire, for the lives taken by the Legion, and for the souls fouled by Mortis. Until we can take back what is ours, we take whatever we must to survive.
Let's change the
There are other
subject.
things to discuss.
I'm leaving.
Thanks for the key, Cowan, but I have to go.
If you do intend to befriend my people, you'll need to do so through their leader, a chieftain named Ormariel, held at Strongpeak.
Held?
As is true of all of us, she is a captive. When you see her, give her this for me.
He hands you a small trinket of elven design. You do not recognize it, but notice he has another tied around his wrist.
Let her know Cowan pledges himself. Go wisely, Aviana.
Will do. Now, to teach a bunch of guards a lesson, if you'll excuse me.
So out we go. Rescue Orion. Orion Hell exhales deeply and smiles to see you unlocking his
You're
cell.
a sight for sore eyes.
I was about to say the same thing. You all right?
Oh, don't worry about me. The gruel was delicious, and I managed to pinch this from one of the guards.
Reveals a small flask which smells strangely like wine. A surprise, elven palates are known to prefer harsher things.
Elven wine?
The next best thing, I overheard them saying it's a potion to protect against the fields of Nod. Just a sip would do.
You take it and drink it down, careful to leave enough for whomever may need it.
Great work. Now, what do you say to getting out of here? I have a plan. We head for Strongpeak and meet an elf named Ormariel. Apparently, she's the leader of the elves here.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Lead the way.
How have you not just heard? Can we...
If it's your freedom you're after, I don't think you'll find it here.
When I get out of here, I'm going to need to stay away from the fields of Nott.
Then head north. Though scaling the ranges to Strongpeak is no less treacherous. It's where the lead...
You know a lot about the...
As it should happen, I have nothing but
Okay,
time.
There
we've...
are other things to discuss. Thanks for the key, Cowan.
Why can't he come? So let's... We've got a skill point here. Elves and humans probably is advisable at other stage. Yes, we can no longer taunt, but that's fine. And I can't take any of the tier 3s. Okay. Fair enough. Right. Grab a chest. Leather boots. Grab our companions here. There's obviously other companions you could have done. We'll go for Cassandra first. Cassandra looks up from her prayer trance to you.
High Father be praised. You found a key.
Couldn't just leave you here.
Of course I did. I couldn't just sit in my cell knowing they may be hurting you.
Your benevolence is noted, Aviana. I worried about you as well.
Now then, shall we?
Cassandra gratefully nods, happy to be finally rid of her shackles. We've got Cassandra. You see Bagthel pacing like a caged wolf.
Calm down, of nothing. I'm getting you out of here.
Break these cages. Break these chains.
It isn't until you get close that you notice his heart pounding through his chest. Relax.
Calm yourself. The cage is open. All you need to do is walk out, right?
He huffs and walks towards the door, though he does not indicate it. You assume he's thankful for your help. We've got Bagthol. Cool. Right, let's go into units here. Let's just bring these in. No, they can't go past each other then. No, I think we'll leave it like that, Paul. And escape the prison. Have a fight to leave, shall we? Nice fight to end my recording session. I need to get some food and some water. All right, round one. Got no. Right, so I liked Chaos Bane. X Poison. Quite like this. Let's do Blazing. Blazing Rays. And a heal at top. Summon Lesser. Let's do a Waning Vault. Mark of Justice. Underground Passage. Okay. Right. Let's just defer. Let them come to me.
Going. Like an arrow. Going. Like an arrow.
Right. Let's start taking
I will lick your
this guy on. Let's bring you right up into the mix.
Earned blood. Huh.
Veltagon Hoylentoth.
Sandra.
Scorch this.
You come here and attack here. Might do is
Move out. Face
start taking him on. With the bleed.
Stand down.
Okay, not so bad. It's coming behind.
Twin moons, red and blue.
Good evade. Burned.
Earned blood.
Should die. Yep.
Die quickly.
Good miss. You still going to counter? No. Let's push up.
This light.
Only the 97 damage.
Let's move. Your turn. Regret later, act now.
Doubt you're going to be able to hit there, are you? No. Let's heal up. It's just silence, right? Yeah.
Of nothing, I go.
High Father, guide me.
She should start be able to attack now.
Suffering must end.
Doesn't matter about being silent, to be honest. He ain't gonna survive long enough.
Move out. You're mine. Regret later, act now.
Nice. Some gold. The party reunited the pathway clear, and you place the Morlock key in the ancient stone door of the prison. It shudders and opens. You go forward one step closer to freedom, and one step closer to finding the elf known as Ormriel. We've got Earth Spears, which we could do. Leave the catacombs. Just okay, there's some things up there. Okay, I think this is a great place for me to end my recording session. We're at 44 minutes, so yeah, a longer episode for this one. Do we get a skill? No, but we've got some stuff. We've got some unholy damage, and Dex is down a lot. So yeah, not too fussed about them. We'll get rid of these because we don't need them. And yeah, going to end this one here. An MO sort of recording session for this. Need to take a break. So thank you very much, everyone. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It really does help me out. And there'll be some more Disciples Liberation coming your way shortly. But in the meantime, thank you very much. And I'll see you all in the next one.